Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Cardinals are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Chiefs, who will need to solve that secondary.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. They run again with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Haloti Ngata in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Time with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Man 38.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Kaepernick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense now can make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And this will be taken at the 13. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go. Let's round. Let's go. Man 38. Man 38. Switch. Switch. Flex round. Flex round. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the touchdown, Cardinals.
John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete outright to Kurz. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go. What? None is it? What? None. Flex round. Flex round.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. One, two, one, flex round. Check 43.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 52 yards.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand, flex round. Flex round.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run again with Hunt. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Pass incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Kyle Wilbur coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 3-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 31. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that makes it 23-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Kaepernick now to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Ohio. Here we go. Grand flex round. Check 4. Ohio. Flex round. Safety green.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
A toss play to Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw is Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he's going to go down again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Here we go. Ohio.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Kaepernick going to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. This will be caught by Brown. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now Kaepernick. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Able to power through. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A swing pass caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is now 24. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go!
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. This is Charkandrick West. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Charkandrick West, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. And Nelson's got it here right side. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And some room to roam now. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw, it's Mahomes. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And able to find Conley. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point try now for Dawson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket. He throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run it with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. McConnelly's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here's Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee you that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go.
Now Johnson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The busy night continues for Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.